thing.
Stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening. I can actually say good evening now.
Good evening.
Because, Bo's not here. So I'd say good afternoon. Good evening, and welcome to the Unprofessional Professional Sports Podcast. I am BA with Keith Ingle from TGI Sports and James J. Trey Martin. I hope you fellas are having a wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful.
Could be better.
Wednesday. Could be better.
Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better.
Oh, could be better? Could be better.
I'd have to be
Say
twins
that.
for it to be any better.
Oh. You'll have to be better. Some people
Channel my
have
granddad.
Keith Ingles living the first world, life.
Let's not talk too much about me. Jack could be listening.
Okay.
There's no could, sir. Jack is always listening.
He's always there. And he'll be saying something Friday morning, just like let's get into some football. What the hell? It's preseason, and it's almost that time. Unfortunately, we've had a couple of injuries. Not good. Texas wide receiver Jaden Higgins suffered a season-ending ACL during joint practice with the Vegas Raiders. That's not good because that dude was about to turn a corner, I felt, as a wide receiver. And this happens to him. Not good news for the Texans. Pray for him. Also in James's neck of the woods, running back Alvin Kamara is to miss at least 1 month with an MCL sprain. MCL sprains, man.
And Tyson, right?
Jordan Tyson.
Tyson. Yeah, he's out. He's out.
You're going to have to hire Dr. Kevorkian as your team doctor down there.
I don't know, man. We need to open up a Denny shop. Moons over Miami.
Dr. Kevorkian, yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Kevorkian. Oh, my God. Yeah, we got a couple Cam Jordan. Is everybody in their hammy? Cam Jordan is hammy. Jordan Tyson. All these Jordans with their injuries, with their hammies. And Alvin Kamara with the sprained MCL, man. What next? Oof.
Yeah, also the Chargers center, Tyler, I like to call him Badass because that's how I look at his name. Biad is out indefinitely after suffering an ACL injury as well. So that's a blow to the Chargers offensive line because he's a starter. So, but I don't know what's going on with all these injuries. I can't say this is a normal thing. I haven't seen this much unnormal activity in the NFL as far as the preseason.
I usually get on them for not going hard enough in training camp, and that's why you have injuries once the season starts. But maybe they've cranked it up a notch, and these guys aren't ready for it. I don't know. It's this is just a handful, right? All around the league, there's been injuries since camp opened.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
to me, I want to ask you guys a question regarding this. I've been thinking about the injury bug, and this hasn't been going. This is nothing new. This has been going on for the past few seasons. Are injuries not allowed to be played? Players to play through their injuries anymore? Because remember, guys played through a lot of injuries back in the day. We used to think like maybe these guys were just tough. Maybe these guys they did certain things that prevented them from playing, having injuries. But no, these guys were playing through injuries. A lot of guys played through significant injury. Now and maybe the CBA just doesn't allow them to do that anymore.
I think that's part of it. And I think part of it too, James, is back in the day, guys were afraid to come out of the lineup, no matter what sport we're talking about, because they're afraid they wouldn't get back in. So they play through whatever injuries. Again, what's the old maxim? You're hurt or you're injured, right? And you play hurt, you can't play injured. And I think guys did play through a lot more hurts than they do today, but might have been detrimental to their careers too. I don't know. And I think maybe, I don't know, did they take better care of themselves in the offseason? I doubt it. I think these guys probably have much more intricate training regimens in the offseason than guys had even 30 or 40 years ago, much less longer. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I think part of it is guys aren't allowed to play. I think that's part of it.
I mean, there's a significant rise in injuries over the past few seasons. I just think that it might be a combination. I think this generation of athletes that are coming out aren't exactly, what can I say? They're not exactly focused on certain things. Yeah, they're not tough. I don't think they pursue their living like a 90s or early 2000s player would. I think
you mean they wouldn't walk through 1,000 miles on their hands and knees? Ain't that tough enough? No, I'm just kidding.
I love that song.
Right.
It's a great song, Keith.
Love that song. I thought you were going to give us a few bars.
Right.
I was not about to sing that on here, man.
You know, I said they're trying. Here's the thing, and I saw this more with baseball. Maybe it's not the same in football, but I've always said in baseball that while they train a lot more, they don't necessarily train for baseball activities, right? So they're working out their bodies and they're bigger, they're stronger, but like their base isn't built to make it through 162 games of a baseball season. And maybe in football, that's the same kind of thing with the hams. Well, obviously you're not playing through a torn ACL, right? But maybe some of the hamstring injuries, these guys aren't training the way they should to strengthen that part of their body. I don't know. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a pro football player, but
it could be a trend that certain exercise has changed too. The way you exercise your body for certain functions, and I think that's what it is a lot too, because the exercises that are performed for your muscles are different than they were 5-10 years ago. So this is why athletes, your muscles aren't used to these kind of exercises, and it kind of changed. It's weird. I just don't there's too many injuries, man. There's way too many injuries. This is more injuries than I've known in a preseason format.
That's why I don't work
training
out.
game.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous for you. I'm waiting for bionics. When bionics come, I'll be here forever. Put my head on Steve Austin's body. I'll be good to go.
We're more safe in recliners, right? With
exactly. Nothing bad has ever happened to me in my recliner. Nothing.
Not even a wrong sleeping position there?
Well, I might have had a stiff neck here or there, but
right.
Nothing developed.
Yeah. It's just sad that some of these players are going, especially with these ACLs. That's another thing too. A lot of ACL injuries, and they're just putting these players out. Good players. Not that players that are not in the NFL are all good players, but they're players in the NFL. So basically, they're the best trained athletes because they're in the NFL. Of course,
and I get when you get a rash of them like the Saints have had, and you're a fan like James, it's demoralizing for the fans and the team. I'm sure both to be this early in the not even starting the season, and already you got guys dropping like flies.
Well,
with high hopes.
I think the Saints could have prevented that situation by not drafting the guy that they drafted.
Well,
with the pre-existing history of injuries every year you've played in college. So I'm like, that's not going to turn off exactly. It's not going to turn off when you start a new career.
Yeah, that's a lot of teams do that though because it's play over injury. Basically, if they're really good at their position, all right, we'll overlook that and just draft you anyway because you're a good player. But gotta remember those injuries come into play, and you don't have a good player if you don't have them on the field. So,
not even for the first play of regular season.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. some signings. Seattle signed Travion Diggs to a 1-year deal and still plans on signing cornerback Terrion Arnold, who is expected to be on a commission's exempt list, which he was expected to be put on this week, I think. I don't know what Seattle's doing. I don't really mind Seattle doing this because they have a very good defense anyway. Their secondary is pretty damn good. And these guys are just added to be backups, basically. And, I mean, you take a chance.
Oh.
You can take a chance on them and just, if they work out, they work out. I mean, it makes you look like a genius in that way. But if it don't,
Rick's getting back at me. I took a couple shots at the Bulldogs here recently. I sent him a message yesterday saying I heard Jordan Lyles was going to transfer to Georgia because for their driver's ed classes.
Damn.
Oh God. Anyway, Seattle. I mean, Arnold's going to be playing for the Mean Machine before he plays for. I
was about to say, longest yard is probably exactly.
I don't know. I mean, when's that trial even supposed to happen? Can he play? Is he on the restricted list or anything? Can he play if he in between?
I don't even know the ins and outs of that details. As soon as he got released from the Lions, he got released from my mind of mentality too.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, well, okay, you're gone. I don't have to worry about you anymore, to have any news about you anymore. That's for somebody else's problem.
Defending Super Bowl champions. I don't know why you take on that type of distraction. I know you don't. They don't expect much out of it, and you back up, as you say, at best probably. But why even take it on?
Unless they've been given the advice that there's potential that this case is going to get thrown out against him. I mean, that's the only way I can think that they're really just taking a flyer on him.
Yeah, it had to be a flyer because all the other teams that he went to do workouts with didn't sign him. So obviously they just took him as a flyer. I would say that. Yes, you are. And like I said, that would be the team to take somebody as a flyer. What's up, Robbie? We didn't take somebody as a flyer because, like I said, they have a very good defense already. They're not risking much in adding him on there. Yes, you might think it's a distraction. It was more of a distraction when he was here with the Lions because he was actually a 1-2 cornerback. But there, he's not. Same thing with Trevon Diggs. The dude is
again innocent until proven guilty. Prior to that, he had allegedly no priors. He had no dealings with anything, no history. He's actually a pretty good kid. I mean, he's done some more charitable stuff and different things that prior to the draft. So it's just scary. It was scary to see that this happened, and kind of a blindsided thing too. But you just don't know if it's true or not. We'll have to see. But again, I agree with Keith. I would have to let it play out before I even bring him in.
Yeah,
let it play out.
Well, the fact that he's on the exempt list tells you a whole bunch right there. So, it is what it is with Terrion Arnold. Like I said, I wish the young man luck. I hope that he does beat those charges, and I also hope that he becomes a better person than he is through this whole situation, and he learns something, like not to trust your boys. Anyway, get a whole different band of friends, man. Go to church, find some church friends. Stop leaving them people out there.
These guys bring their posses with them. That's what happens. It never fails.
He could be the best guy in the whole situation, and then he's got all these, people out there that are just running the wrong way, and they look at him like, "Hey, this is our guy. He's going to get us out of this trouble." But yeah.
Well, didn't Chris Carter when he was doing the giving a speech at the what do they call it when they're coming in for
symposium?
Yeah, when all the rookies are coming in, right? I don't know what they call it.
It's a rookie symposium.
Close enough. Yeah. That's close enough for my needs, I guess. He gave them advice of finding a fall guy. Always have a fall guy in your posse. is what his this was like 10, 12 years ago, maybe longer. And the NFL obviously didn't like that message. So, always have a guy to take the fall for you. Good job,
real
Chris.
life. That's real, right. That's real life coming to
It
you.
is real life advice.
Real life.
They probably didn't they didn't like him letting out the best kept secret.
Right.
It's good to do that, but don't tell the world that on national television.
Right. You telling our secrets? What you doing?
Oh man.
Just on other notes, Jacksonville has acquired guard Daniel Falele from the New York Giants for undisclosed late round 2027 pick. Whoop-de-doo. Von Miller joins the Dallas Cowboys after signing a one-year contract. The 37-year-old who grew up in the suburbs of Dallas says it's a dream come true. Is it now? Is it?
I would say so. He's 37 now?
Yep.
37, and he just came off a bid. He was a situational pass rusher. He had 9 sacks. What team couldn't use that from a future Hall of Famer, including a team like Dallas that has a really good defensive line? They got Caleb Downs showing up the back end of that defense. And then, again, it's on paper, but Quentin Williams just got his bag. You got Kenny Clark and Gary. Who was the other guy? The other guy from
Oba, what the heck is his name? I forgot what his name is. He's like he was a rookie last year, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah, but you're gonna have what's the guy's name just now? I mean, who did he just add on? I'm sorry, what's his name? I can't even think his name. Hall of Famer.
Von Miller.
Von Miller. Yeah. He's gonna add a really. I mean, you just shore him up. Save his snaps. He don't have to do many snaps. That's very impressive for somebody at 36, man. And you just let him just save his energy for third downs.
Well, that's all he's going to be asked to do, right? Yeah, just rush the passer.
Yeah, because they do have a very stacked front line there. So it's just plugging and playing anybody they possibly can, because I think everybody on that front line is legitimately a really good player. I mean,
right.
Dallas might have got this right for a change. We don't know.
Yes.
Like you said, it's on paper. But what's up, Joe?
Hello, Joe.
He said, F this show.
We've gotten too professional.
Yeah.
Right. We're straightened up and flying right.
I mean, we can go off the rails at any time. So, there's always that.
Yes. I don't know. My eyes keep looking over at that pizza next to and the cup sitting over in the background there.
Oh,
it's really good. I know what's in a cup. Man.
Pizza in a cup?
No, pizza in a cup tilted over next to the pizza.
Oh. I was going to say pizza in a cup. What do you guys think about good old Roger Goodell's talking about having an international team overseas and maybe even having Super Bowls overseas?
He's saying eventually it's going to happen, as if there's no possibility.
And maybe as long as he's a commissioner, maybe.
I don't see how the logistics work personally, but before that, when they go to 18 games, he wants to play one international game a week. And then he wants to, expand out to having teams in Europe. I mean, you'd have to have a whole division in Europe, wouldn't you? You can't have one team. I don't think.
It's going to be weird. They're going to have to do a lot of traveling. I mean, which they're doing now. You've seen gradually over the years, they've increased the amount of games. Because it used to be like one or two or a season. Now you're seeing like almost every week there's a game overseas. And so now I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I think the traction, clearly, they have teams that are looking at the projections of what the money is looking like over there and what their fans that are over there now. Because, New Orleans has a honorary place in France now that people stop and play, and they're fans of the New Orleans team there, which is interesting to me. So I just think there's a market for it. And for him to say that, there obviously has to be a market for it. It might not be something I like. I don't necessarily like getting up early in the morning to have to watch a football game. That's we're in the show, and the game's going on. I would like to watch that game maybe a little later or something, or not have to, watch it at what is it, 8 o'clock in the morning on Eastern
9,
time?
usually 9. The Germany
9.
and England game is, yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
fan away from everything. Okay, I don't understand why. See, this is the thing that gets me though. You say there might be a fanfare in Europe, but if that's the case, then make a European NFL league. How about that? So then all them you make 32 cities, 32 cities
Yeah.
in Europe or Asia, wherever, the whole Eastern continent, all of them, 32 cities. They can
Maybe
play,
they will, but maybe like a
Super
part-time,
Bowl,
maybe like
and then,
a
and then
semi-pro.
their Super Bowl champion can play our Super Bowl champion.
We
Because
had that league and it failed.
It
That
flopped.
league, that
miserably.
league existed.
Exactly. You don't want to know why? Because nobody over there cares about football like they care about it over here. It's the same thing with soccer.
Once or twice or 4 times, they'll come and see games, right? They can sell them out. But you give them a whole slate of season of games, I'm not sure they'll do it. They want soccer.
Yeah. That's their national pastime right there.
And it's our game. I'll be the ugly American. It's our game, and I don't want Super Bowls played in Australia. I'm sorry, I just don't.
I almost sincerely doubt that it will happen in those areas. But what I will say is the games that are being played over there, they are selling out and the stadiums are packed. So I'm not saying, I mean, if you remember those NFL Europe games, nobody was at those games. I mean, it was like they were really like flops in NFL Europe. But
it's about selling jerseys and hats and everything else too. Whoa, Danny, slow down. Slow down.
No, I think I understand where Goodell is coming from because he's a capitalist guy. He wants to make that money. But on the other hand, this is dumb. I'm serious. It's just dumb to me. First of all, you get a handful of games that you got over Europe, and everyone's going to show up for a handful of games. But how are they going to do it consistently when they have a team and they have to play 18 games?
Fair enough. That's
the thing.
Now, at least that would be fairer to the fans because now the fans lose a home game. Somebody's fans loses a home game, whatever it is, 4 or 5 times a year. Those fans don't get a game because they're played somewhere else.
Joe lives in Italy, and he agrees with that situation. He's the only one that knows about what the NFL is. Do you imagine that? Come on. Hey, Liz.
Yes, but he's in Italy. I mean, we're talking about like in London or someplace like that, or like you said, in Germany.
It don't make it.
No, it makes us
good. No, because Goodell is projecting that this is going to be an international thing. So if you can put football in any city, he's just thinking you can put football in any city in Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, any one of those.
No, I guarantee you they're looking at what I'm just saying. You're not going to be a big, well-oiled machine like this without thinking it's true. I'm telling you, they're looking at the specific cities they've been going to and how much money they've been getting in those places. I mean, Italy is not one of them. I hear the guy what he's saying, but we haven't played one game in Italy. So we're talking about the places that let's keep it in the confines of where they've been playing. I'm just saying they've been to Brazil. I'm just telling you.
Well, that's in our hemisphere. I understand those kind of games. Yeah, that's what he needs to expand. He needs to expand like to Canada, to South America, to Mexico. Mexico City could have a football team. Toronto can have a football team.
That's still considered international. I mean, those are still considered international. But like exactly, they love it in London. I'm just telling you. They
love it
like
twice
I said,
a year. Are they gonna love it 10 times a year?
I guarantee you. I think it's a market. I'm not saying I want this to happen, but I can see just from a business standpoint, I can see why they're doing it because there's a market for it. And I think there would be like 8 to 10 times, like you said, 10 times a year. But my question, like what you're saying, Keith, my question is, how's it going to be the traveling back and forth, going that far back, that many times? That's interesting to me.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I feel is dumb.
Agreed.
Because what you're doing is you're and everybody's trying to make it. Well, you got to go across country when you go from East Coast to West Coast to play a game. It's just the same thing. No, the hell it's not. You got to go across a body of water to get to where you got to go, and the body of water is not an ocean. Is an
At a
ocean.
minimum,
it's not a lake.
At a minimum, it's 5 hours too, not 3. At a minimum, right? That's the closest place you're going to go
The
to.
closest place, right? Exactly.
And you're going to go farther than that. Now you're talking 6 and 7 hours. So that is a significant different.
And it depends on what part of the United States you're coming from.
That's a great point. I'm thinking about just the East Coast. That's a great point. Right? When the Rams got to travel to Australia to play football, it's going to be quite a hike.
And on top of that, if you're going to base
I guess I go the other way.
Base a team in London, for instance, you got to displace families because you got to take them from. They got to go over there with you. I mean, I necessarily they don't have to, but that would be ideal. You would want your family to be close to you when you're working at. I mean,
you got to think of right. You got to think about. We got players that can get traded to other teams. From eventually, you got to ship your team, your family to a place that's totally outside of the United States.
They have a hard time finding free agents and whatnot, depending on tax situations in foreign countries. It's already a problem in Canada in baseball. Guys don't necessarily want to sign with the Canadian teams. Well, team now, but because of the tax and the money exchange. And all those things come into play when you're talking about this. It's not just can we put people in the stadium, right?
Right.
There's a lot of things to consider.
That money ain't going to cover everything that's going to go on in the aftermath of it. That's the thing I'm saying. And you're looking at London. What if they want to put a team in Germany? That's extra hours. That's another place where people, and they speak a different language here. It's not like going to London and just having some kind of, different type of English. No, you're going to Germany where they speak a whole different language. So how's your family going to get around? I mean, I guess you can learn German. I mean, Babel is good for you, but I'm just saying you got to make a lot of changes when you move your whole family and stuff over there.
I can be illiterate in as many languages as I need to be.
And maybe in those type of situations, maybe the incentive is to add more money for people who get either transferred or traded or offering their jobs.
That probably would become a consideration, I would think, James, right? When guys are negotiating contracts, housing or relocation, whatever.
Cost of living and the actual.
Most of them can afford it anyway. Again, these guys are all millionaires. At least the guys at the top are multimillionaires, obviously.
Oh yeah, but you don't want to be the practice squad guy going to those places.
No, you want to be Mr. Irrelevant and get drafted by Bombay, India? I don't think so.
I mean, I guess it's good for. I mean, basketball players do it. Pro basketball players go over to Europe to play basketball. So it might not. But you got to remember, a lot of those players are young too. They don't have families. Families.
That's different though, because those guys are going there for a set amount of time. They're not coming back. They're just playing in the leagues over there. We're talking about a whole NFL, like you just said. I mean, having it separate or having it together. They got to come back and forth. That's going to be different. That's going to be extremely different and adjustment.
And those guys are over there to extend their careers or jumpstart their careers or whatever. And it's a totally different league, right? It's not the NBA playing in Europe.
Right.
That's individual players playing in a different league. That to me, and then now you got individual choice. You get drafted by a team again in India, you don't have any choice but to go to that team the way the NBA works now.
If this happens, and like you mentioned India, I can't wait to watch the draft and see the look on the faces when somebody gets actually picked to go there.
I mean, I think the thing that will come out of this that would probably be the best thing would be the fact that you're going to be drafting people from these countries too. You're going to be, these people are going to actually start playing football. It might just rearrange the whole landscape of Europe as far as sports goes, because where they're going to come, if they're going to get drafted, if they want to play sports in their own country, where are they going to get drafted from? Because I don't think there's any universities that have NFL football or American football that they colleges and stuff like that. regardless if they're free or not. The point is they don't have any. So where are they going to get drafted from? That's the thing. Or
a lot of kickers. There'll be a lot of kickers drafted in. Right.
Instead of a run on quarterbacks, we'll have a run on kickers and one.
Right, place kickers and punters. There'll be a ton of them.
We'll have 20 rounds of draft, and one round will be all kickers. Another thing here, cut candidates that are vets. I want you guys to tell me who do you think out of this list that I'm going to give you would be the top priority of getting cut from their team and moving on. Wide receiver Keyshawn Booty. That would be a familiar name to you there, Keith.
From what I've heard, they're had some interesting conversations with the Saints about Keyshawn Booty already. So it's possible to be a trade made. His name keeps coming up in trades, but if camp ends and there's no trade made, he's going to be on the cut line for sure. I think they'll trade him for something before camp's over.
And Saints they're trying out players anyway, smart. So I wouldn't doubt that they don't try to trade for him because obviously you mentioned we have a couple of rookies that are there, but they're just rookies, and they look promising, but again they hadn't played it down in the NFL yet. So you want somebody that has veteran leadership and experience.
That would definitely be a big ad for the Saints.
That's a kid who's ready to come into his own, too.
Nice
and he's from New Orleans, too, so he'll come back home. He'll probably.
I really don't want him to go. I like the kid a lot, but there's just no place for him. I mean, there's like 3 other guys that are the same player as him, so he's going to be the logical guy out.
That's the main thing.
And he wants more money, right?
Yeah.
So they're not going to give it.
Because he ain't Booty. That's why. Anyway.
No, he's not Booty. But what is Booty? The Saints tried out Claypool.
I saw that, and Josh Reynolds.
Totally Booty.
Mr. I'll drop the ball every time in a situation. We know about you. We know about
Claypool hadn't even played since 2023. I'm like, we're desperate. What's going on here?
I think Booty ends up in. I'll say right now, I think Booty ends up in New Orleans. Really do.
No shit.
I'm surprised.
I think he'll be happy with that too.
No shame, yeah.
More booty in New Orleans.
Juju. I'm surprised Juju hasn't worked out with you guys yet. Juju God. On the beat.
No.
You say pass on that one?
Yes.
Another player is Edge Kayvon Thibodeau. He's been in trade talks like for the last 2 years. It seems like this dude is always on a trade block.
We tried to get him in New Orleans. We tried to get him there.
Somebody, either what people are offering for him is not good enough because there's so much involved with this. We want to trade him. You hear that and then they retract it. You hear it and they retract it.
They wanted too much. New Orleans tried before the draft, and they wanted too much. The Giants wanted too much for him.
I think he'll still be a Giant at the end of the
Joe. Yeah, Joe. They signed Trayvon Diggs. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind him on a Lions. You need somebody on the opposite of. Who knows what the Giants want? Did you know any of the details of that with the New Orleans?
Yeah, it was kind of high. I think they wanted a second and something else or something that was outrageous. That the Saints didn't want to do that. They just they got who they wanted. I mean, they got Cam back, and I think and that's another thing. He's streaky. He's not consistent. Not for what they wanted for him. But we wanted somebody on the other end of Chase Young, and I think the guy we have is good, but and we ended up getting the guy anyway, fifth round draft pick out of Las Vegas, the Tyree Wilson.
Oh yeah,
former first round draft pick. Yeah, so that killed that.
Another cut candidate is quarterback Dylan Gabriel from Cleveland. That's another one that's kind of puzzling to me as well, because I'm like, there's another candidate that could be traded. I would thought he would go over there to Bears. So, yeah, Giants have a tendency to sign people that have afflictions. But anyway, with Dylan Gabriel, I thought that maybe Stefanski might sign him, but he doesn't fit any of that offense, which is funny.
They also got 2 other quarterbacks too. So,
do they?
I say that with all sincerity somehow, but he's not going to get cut. I don't think he's going to get traded for something if he gets moved.
Yeah, I think 10 quarterbacks.
I don't think they can keep the 3 of them, though, can they? I mean, how do they keep the 3 of them?
Well, you have to have an emergency quarterback.
Yeah.
You're allowed to keep 3 quarterbacks now.
But they got 4 guys for 3 spots.
Yeah.
So Pickett's going to go, probably. So.
Yeah. Oh, Pickett's already gone off of there. So
did he get cut? I might have missed that.
He's
in Carolina.
Carolina, yeah.
Why was I thinking? Oh, I'm sorry. I had a little.
Kenny Pickett's been all kinds. Yeah, you blink and you don't know where Kenny Pickett is because he was with the Raiders because they cut him and he went to the Raiders. Now he's over to Carolina. You know, West Coast, East Coast, middle. West Coast, East Coast, middle. Dude don't even know. He's got a lot of flight miles. That's for sure.
That's the thing. He's got a suitcase with a whole bunch of stickers on it. He's been everywhere. Right. That dude's he's like Johnny Cash. He's been everywhere, man.
Another cut candidate.
We're going to get a few of the bars of these songs before we're done here, James.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
That's 2. You're 2 for 2. 2 of my favorites.
Right.
I say that to older patients all the time at work.
Hold on. What did you say?
I say that to older patients. I mean, much older than you, sir.
Yeah,
I mean, these are people in their 70s and 80s.
I like how you cleaned that up.
I can read between the lines here.
No, nobody on this panel is. It's in the age that bracket there. These like macular degeneration patients. All right. So
age discrimination stuff, man.
On his
but I say it to older patients. I say they ask me where I've been because I work at multiple locations. I said I'm like Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, and they love that. They love that line.
But they can't get that song out their head either after a while.
That's one of my favorite songs by Johnny Cash. I mean, I love Johnny Cash.
Song. Great song.
Yeah, Rihanna used that in one of her songs. Anyway.
Did she really?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. But that's how cool Johnny Cash is, though. Yes, that's one of the mentions that I'm talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice to
tight end Cole Kmet is another could be another cut casualty because they do have a lot of good tight ends on Chicago.
Is he?
He's a player. Jack's taking it tough.
So
bails me
I
out.
wouldn't if I'm Chicago, unless he's asking for more money. I'm not getting rid of him. I mean, the more tight ends, the better. The better you have. I
think he's played himself out of that rotation. That's what it is because of the emergence of the kid from Michigan. They just They just drafted another tight end too, so it's like tight end you there. I think they got him like in the 3rd or 4th round. I forgot what his name is. He's some weird tight end anyway. But they
really good. Use multiple tight ends though.
Yeah, and Ben Johnson's
exactly.
really good at that. He likes using a lot of tight ends in his pause and his offense. Got me saying it now, man.
Please stop saying a lot of tight ends.
Here you go, James. This will be a shocker to you. Wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. for the Giants. He's a cut candidate.
I mean, I'm not surprised if it happens. I mean, Odell's he's the excitement for the type of player that he is has dwindled. It's totally gone.
It's not 2016.
No,
right.
And this is the guy that's injury prone too.
Yep.
So his game was predicated on speed and elusiveness and precision at route running. And injuries have and age has decimated some of that. So I mean, I just don't
He
know if
hasn't been the
he's
same since the Super Bowl.
that's that ACL when he tore his ACL there.
Oh, he's hardly played, has he, since then?
Yeah, he has hardly played.
He's hardly played. Yeah.
A lot of people looked at his age and the fact that he had an ACL that late in his career that they kind of pass on him. Yeah, he will be picked up by somebody if he comes.
Odell to Odell Beckham. Odell.
You were going there with that. I knew you were going there with that. Another
if we had any money in this network, I'd be suing the bejesus out of you guys. I'll tell you right
now. Don't get anybody any ideas, Keith. Come on, man.
Well, why should they sue us? What happened? What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Age discrimination thing is really. I should be suing this network, man.
Oh my goodness.
You act like you're 80. You act like you're Jack.
I'm getting cranky the more I'm on the show. I can tell you that right now.
Oh man, you need a garbage can lid, Keith. You already got your green shirt on. Right. Now you're acting like Oscar the Grouch, man. What's going on?
It's all good fun.
Yes.
Do my Jack impression for tonight.
There you go.
Get off my
Get enough Jack.
Right. I hope to get much older and much crankier, just so you know, to be ready.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You'll have practice, that's for sure. Wide receiver Keon Coleman.
Just don't have in your background of your office there any packs of Depends or anything like that.
They're all off to the side over here. We're good. But they're where I can grab them if I need them, just so you know.
Hey, you're prepared for your
bikini style for you folks out there. He's got the bikini style. That's what it is.
Well, they don't work. I have the thong style. They don't work very well, though. I can tell you right now.
Oh my God, that is the worst.
You guys, we're off the rails now. In the ditch.
Yeah. So hey, we're back to the original show premise. There we go.
In the ditch.
Yeah. Wide receiver Keon Coleman from Buffalo. I think they keep him. I think they keep him.
I think they keep him too.
He just scored a touchdown in the preseason. I mean, you're going to keep him unless. I mean, I think the fact that the pressure has been taken off of him of being a number one guy. You draft. I mean, we can get past the idea that you already drafted him at the end of the first round, and he's not a true first round draft pick player. But you knew what he was. He's not an excellent route runner. He's not a speed guy, but he's a guy that can a 50-50 ball guy. That's it. I mean, and maybe a red zone touchdown guy. And now you have DJ Moore there. He takes the pressure and puts it on his back of being a number one guy there. That allows him to be to either be a number 2 or number 3 with Shakir?
Yeah, Shakir.
Shakir's a nice player too. He's
a very good player.
All those wide receivers are going to be much better because of DJ Moore. I argue with Jack about this a little bit. I'm not saying DJ Moore is an elite wide receiver, but the way he fits on his team makes all those other wide receivers better because none of them get down the field, and he opens up things for guys like Shakir. And I think Coleman stays because I think Brady likes his potential too. So I think he'll stay for one of those.
DJ Moore is a Timu Alibaba version of Steve Smith Sr.
Timu Alibaba.
Alibaba and the 40 Thieves.
When he first came out of Maryland, he reminded me of Steve Smith Sr. And I'd say because of the height, his speed, and he doesn't have the full tenacity of a Steve Smith Sr., but he's still pretty good. I mean, I've seen some one-off, some walk-off touchdowns from this guy. He's really good. So I think he and that's going to be a really good relationship between and Josh Allen. Yep,
it's a really good fit. And as a Patriot fan, I do not like that.
I'd imagine you would not. No, sir. Yes, but it's there.
With the Alibaba.
Timu Alibaba.
Alibaba,
Yeah.
for you youngsters that are listening to the show, that's an Arabian Nights. That was a classic novel you had to read back in the day if you wanted to. But anyway,
But for you youngsters who know better from the direction I'm coming from, when I say Temu, Alibaba is another one of those places out there you can buy some cheap stuff from. And
they actually have an app called
it
Alibaba.
either breaks on you. Yes, it either breaks on you in 2 days, or you returning it probably within the next 30 days if you can return it.
I never bought anything for Temu. Every time I click on something, it tells me to spin a wheel, and I got to do 18 different things. Spin the wheel.
I'm going to tell you, Keith.
I won $1 million the other day, and I couldn't spend any of it at Temu, apparently. So.
Yeah. There's some decent things. You just got to read the reviews, and you got to really read don't buy any T-shirts from there because everything's made out of polyester. You know, the famous sisters, Polly and Esther. I don't think. I mean, well, who would want to wear a T-shirt that's not made out of cotton? You know, like look at that shirt. I could tell Keith's shirt that's a cotton tee.
It's not. I'm not a big fan of cotton, actually.
You know what are you wearing?
No,
what is it?
They're all the what do you call them? Dry.
Dry. Yeah.
Yeah. I sweat and they dry up in like 5 minutes. So.
Oh, gotcha.
I get wet, they get dry up in like 5 minutes.
Nike is really.
I can't think what they call it. Yeah, quick. That's not quick dry. There's something else they call them.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big.
It stretches. It's a stretch shirt.
Some of them do.
Oh yeah, gotcha. I'm cool.
I'm not a big fan of cotton. They're too warm on me. These are really breathable and. They never wrinkle. You can't do anything to wrinkle them.
It's hot. It's hot.
Yeah, I don't like.
Cornerback Keyshawn Nixon from the Green Bay Packers. Now, I don't even know why they would consider him as a cut candidate because they need all the cornerbacks they can have because they don't got good cornerbacks at all. Nixon's probably one of their best cornerbacks. That's why I'm really kind of surprised his name's on this list. They got safeties galore. The safeties are great, but their corners suck.
I think he stays.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Here you go. Cornerback Anthony Richardson.
Who's the third? Who else do they have in camp? Well, they could sign somebody gets cut too. That's a team that could sign Dylan Gabriel if he was to move or make a trade for him. I think Anthony Richardson could be out of there if they can find another body to be that backup quarterback.
So as a trade candidate, though, right? I think it'd be trade.
You're not going to get anything for him. What are you going to get for him? 6th-round pick?
6 probably.
Yeah.
A pack of.
I mean, it's a pick, but.
And some Skittles.
I would not be shocked to see him gone. Yes.
Bite-sized candies. All right. And then finally, Carolina, Xavier Legette, wide receiver.
He seems like a cut candidate.
I feel like he's going to stay. They've already lost a wide receiver, one of their top wide receivers.
Oh, that's true. The draft pick, Brazel.
Yeah. So I think Legette might survive.
He might survive just because of that injury.
And some of these are going to depend on other guys.
Crappy route runner.
Yeah.
He's a crappy route runner.
A lot of these moves could depend on other guys getting cut too. Like Richardson may not get cut unless the right quarterback fit gets cut that the Colts can grab. So, or is traded to them. Same with Legette maybe. Because you're going to see other wide receivers. You know, they're going to be looking. The Saints will be looking. The Panthers will be looking. A lot of teams will be looking for wide receivers, guaranteed, at the end of training camp.
Oh yeah. That was the cut candidates for the NFL. That was just projected cut candidates. Let's go to the Major League Baseball portion of the show. Ohtani reaches 30 home runs for the 6th straight season. Is that impressive?
Yeah.
Or just meh?
It's impressive, even with the uptick in home runs. You know, right? You know, the game's played a lot different today, and guys hit home runs that didn't hit home runs. But he's not going to get to 50 like he's been, or close to it even probably. But he's been injured a bit this year too, so I think getting there is impressive. Sure. Maybe not for $750 million, but
where is he in steals though? Where is he at steals?
He hasn't run it as much, I don't think. Is he, Brian? You haven't?
No, he's not the runner. He's not a runner. Remember, he's playing a DH role.
Well, he
And-
stole 50 bases
No,
a
but
couple years ago.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he's cut
I
way
think he
down.
did.
Is that a
I think he
myth?
did still. I think he still. Yeah, I think he already stole 50 bases already this season. As a matter of
Has
fact,
he?
I think that came. Yeah. I think that's already come up on his resume.
Let me-
I mean,
Sorry.
that's nothing to sneeze at. To be
No.
at 30 consistent and he's still stealing 50 bases, that's pretty good.
Where are the Dodgers?
What's his average?
He is. By the way, he's only got 7 steals this year. He wasn't. I knew when he wasn't running as much because they didn't want him running because they want him to pitch and not risk injuries.
Oh, there you go. That
He's
he's
got
pitching.
7 steals. He's only hitting. Well, he's hitting 294 now. So he's
Okay. We just got a breaking news. Yes, I just saw it just now.
With the Saints.
Extension.
No. I wish. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, not the Saints. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I only wish.
I got the Saints
$30
on the brain
million
today.
1-year deal for Vita Vea for the Tampa Bay
For
Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay, right?
Tampa Bay, but good job, Vea. Now what are you gonna do after that year? Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna mention that too. Seattle's
Rick's just giving everybody the bad news about their team.
Yeah, right. I'm glad the Lions ain't got none of that going on right now. But anyway,
Glad New Orleans don't even have a baseball team.
yeah.
Rick's Googling Detroit news right now.
Just Google Detroit.
He's gonna probably bring up Katrina or something bad about New Orleans. Rick's is not. What did you do? What did you do, Keith? What you do to Rick?
I've been on Georgia apparently too much. I didn't even realize it until he messaged me and
I'm so sorry, Rick. You know,
let me know Miami led the league in players cut. For,
I'm just gonna say something, Rick. He's showing his age again because he's the old man on the porch talking about Georgia. So there you go. Anyway,
Keith, you're talking about college football tonight?
yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I mean now Miami. Again, we can talk about your quarterback, that guy that played out of Duke. Man, that's gonna be a big deal for them.
Yep,
100%.
Oh yeah, by the way, catch Keith right after our show at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard. He is going to have the college lowdown.
LSU is number 11, baby. Number 11.
When you show that, it's actually backwards. But anyway, that's cool. You gotta kind of flip it.
We're only 10 days away from actual football games.
Right. Yeah.
Well, sort of actual football games.
So, yep, that's coming up. One thing for the NBA. How would you like to have a constant fight with your siblings about things?
Yeah, we're talking about the buses, I'm assuming.
Yeah, the buses. Yeah, the bus siblings intend to sell the family Lakers shares despite Jeannie's opposition. She's like, hell no, I won't go. And she's done fired half of her family from the team anyway. I was like, you know what? You're not going to get too far when you do stuff like that. And as far as a family, can you imagine those family picnics?
These are first world problems to have. Right.
She's the only one with a real. I don't even know what the governor. What does the governor of the Lakers do? By the way, I don't even know. That's her job title since they sold it to.
Not a damn thing.
The guy who just sold it. What's Walter?
Yeah, Walters, whatever. Yeah.
Because they don't hold even close to a controlling interest in the team. It's worth a lot of money, but it's a small percentage of the team. These guys can't get together and just sell your parts individually. Let Jeannie do her own thing, I guess. And she's had a job with the Lakers since, her father. So she's kept her job even through sales.
My question is, of the $12.5 billion, what do they get from that? What does the buses get from that?
I
don't think that wasn't part of their. They held on to their shares.
Well, they held on to their shares. Yeah, that's right. Because when they when they sold it originally, they all got $500 million each.
Right.
So yeah, I was reading about that $500,000 each, or $500 million each.
I don't know what the percentage is.
I don't know. Well, see, this is another thing too. There you go. Danny just said it right there. 17.5%.
17.5.
Good job. Thank you.
Is what they own? They only own 17.5%.
Right.
Yep.
That's not anything. I mean, it's a
so
lot, but I mean,
83% of the team went for $12 billion. That's a lot of money. So even 17% is still worth a lot of money.
Exactly. I mean, it's a lot of money considering what Mr. Buss bought them for. And wouldn't he bought them what 50 million or something like that or something?
Yeah, it was in the millions when he bought them. But that's I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work out in the long run because yes, her father gave her basically power of the team. And then she said she's going to go fight if they decide to do this. She's going to go fight, and she probably has a stare up on them because of that fact that she was given the keys to the car, so to speak.
Jerry Buss purchased the Lakers in 1979 for $67.5 million.
Yeah,
from former owner Jack Kent.
It's millions. Mm-hmm.
They flipped that 10, 15, 20 times over. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's crazy how much money they got.
Yeah, they built that franchise up. Let me tell you, that's a good job, especially the fact. And it's a little easy because you're in a major city on the West Coast. You know, Showtime. You had great players that played there, helped them out a lot. Well, over that time, Kobe, Shaq. You know, LeBron. So they built that team up very well. You gotta give it to them. But I'm just trying to figure out still how Jeannie's going to do this, because if she's really up on her threats about challenging her siblings, I want to know how she, because it's gonna 5 versus 1. I wonder how the state laws apply to that.
Let her keep her 3.8% of the team and move on.
Right. She's not doing anything anyway. She's just the governor.
I don't even know what the governor of a team does.
I don't either. They govern. All right. So anybody else got any other sports news they want to get off their chest real quick before we leave the show?
No.
I love that. Good pause. And James was like, hey, I ain't got nothing.
Real college football next week. College football can't get out of the court still because, they went to, just real quick, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit, but they have a new eligibility rule that passed this year, right? 5 years. You've got 5 years from the time your high school graduating class graduates or you're 19 years old. Well, a bunch of players have already taken to court because they used their 4 years up last year and they want 5th year of eligibility. And they've been granted that 5th year. And a lot of them are guys who have already signed NFL contracts. Indiana's bringing back a pass rusher. Their top pass rusher from last year graduated. He's going to be back with Indiana because of this ruling. They can't stay out of courts. We make rules, but we don't follow them. This is why the NCAA can't get out of their own way. It's amazing.
They need a better head of the NCAA. That's probably what it is.
5
Somebody's
years.
gonna put their foot down. 5
years seems more than fair. There's no red shirting. There's no anything. You have 5 years to play when you get out of college. That's it. Yeah. That seems fair to me, but no. Yeah.
You want to see a
didn't
model,
even take 3 weeks and we had a lawsuit.
You want a model of a successful league? Do not file the NCAA.
And somehow they make money.
Yep.
Jesus.
Pay out the kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, on that note, kiddies, it's time for us to leave this show. Everybody have a good rest of your week. Again, stay tuned for Keith Ingles' college report coming up next, TGI Sports. And we will see you next Wednesday at the Unprofessional time at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody, kudos.
See you guys. Oh, yeah.